Hey folks, so I know I just did rail track, so now we're going to do reverse rail track because it's quite a bit different. So now the balloons come up this path and they split up into 5 paths, and once they do that, they're really hard to deal with, so you want to pretty much pop everything before it gets to that point. So we're going to just be focusing on this game, we're going to be focusing on getting a lot of, or getting really powerful upgrades on our towers just so we can just crush everything while it's still, clustered together like this at the front. And this is basically a pretty effective way to play any map that has a, you know, nice long entrance or something like this where all the balloons have to go through. Um, yeah, this is why paths that don't split or take a while to split are actually pretty easy. You could use this strategy on any number of tracks like Switch or most of the like advanced or intermediate tracks, that kind of stuff. Although this is kind of specifically geared towards having a long straightaway like this. But you can modify it, you can do some similar things. If there's a curvy path instead of a straightaway. We're going to be using a laser cannon early on in the game. That's just a special thing for this map. You could do it on Switch too, though. So usually, yeah, in most of these videos I've had to focus a bit on finesse and like stunning and slowing and stuff. But for this video, yeah, I'm gonna have an Arctic wind, but for the most part, it's just gonna be all about firepower. I'm not sure what else to say here, so we'll just kind of sit back and do this for a while. I'll see if you can guess what I'm saving up for. Actually, I kind of already told you, yeah. I'm putting this a little bit back just because with Dartling guns, the barrel can sort of lean over the track if you place it right next to the track. Sometimes that can be really bad. In this case, it wouldn't be. But still, I want to be able to hit balloons in case they all get all the way back to here. If I'd placed this right at the front, then the darts would be spawning like, a little bit like right on this line instead of, you know what I mean. It's kind of an annoying thing about Dartling guns. And yeah, it probably wouldn't matter too much, but the little things can make a difference in this game. Bloon Circles is another map that has a nice long straightaway at the beginning. It's not quite as long as this, but you can still do this thing with a laser cannon and pretty much own up everything for a while. Of course, balloon circles, you also have the option of using tack shooters, which are pretty bad, except on that map, actually, in my opinion. I haven't used them yet. They're actually one of the few towers I haven't used yet. Buccaneers are also quite bad, in my opinion. So even on downstream, I didn't use those. I guess Buccaneers can be okay depending on... They're okay on Archipelago because you can put them in good spots. But oddly enough, like on the other maps with water, it doesn't let you put them in places where you would want them, which is usually like at the end of a straightaway or something, where you might be able to use destroyers. But yeah. Anyway, I need something that can pop leads. I'll get that. I'll get this too. So with basically just these towers, or yeah, with nothing but these towers, I can now just save up money until I can get a laser cannon, and I can even get a village first. So I will do that. I guess Ninja is the other tower in this game that I really don't like very much, except for the sabotage, of course. But the other path for ninjas is kind of, and the whole distraction thing it can be okay, but um, it's just too expensive. It's just too, I don't know. It's I can't really use it on these NAPSFRILLS videos. I mean, maybe I could throw one in as an afterthought, but I couldn't really use it as part of a main strategy, you know? Anyway, maybe I'll figure out how to use tack shooters one day. Or something, because, I mean, they're they're pretty straightforward to use, but they don't seem to do what you need them to do usually. Except on balloon circles. But I'm not going to play that map just because it's an intermediate map and it's just too easy, really. So I'm really only playing expert maps and some of the advanced maps that are harder. And no, reverse Mount Magma wasn't that hard, but that was just fooling around. Okay, I think I have to buy this in the middle of the round, though, because round 39 does have quite a bit of stuff that comes later on. Might have been too much for just those two towers. Alright, but now we can even take out ceramics, which is just in time for ceramics. With that down, I can actually afford to get my second village already, which might seem like a waste, since I've already placed one, but you can think of it like, and it is a bit wasteful in a way, but it's more like an investment in the future, right? Because I'm going to be placing towers under both of these villages all game long, so with both of these down, we have a bit more freedom in where to put stuff. And yes, you can place towers not under a village. Sometimes I act like you can't, but it's just, I don't know. Given that I can afford to do this right now, why not do it? I do need that for around 46, though. So I'm going to get a couple of upgrades on these guys. And I'm going to get an ice tower, too. I think this is where I want it. So that'll be Arctic Wind eventually, but not just yet. I need to get some more Moab Maulers first. Okay, so I'll put these on strong. I guess I might as well put this now. These are all going to be Glaive Lords later on, which is actually why I'm not really upgrading them yet. I suppose I can maybe get that just for around 49, just in case. Okay, this should be fine though. Yeah, as long as I don't move my laser cannon, I'll be good. I'll be good. Alright, let's get this. So 4 plus these fast-firing towers should be enough to kill this second Moab before it gets too far. Yeah, not with that ice tower positioned there, it was Nice little freeze that got off. Okay, but clearly I need more of these things. I think I want to just get all the way to about 8 of them. I think I just want more instead of having the left path upgrades or the frags on them, because oh shoot. Fortunately this thing has pretty good aim and the projectiles move really fast. Yeah, I should probably have been getting the frags actually. I don't think that would be happening. So I'll just add those in for the moment. Maybe not on all of them, maybe just on like these 3 of them or so. And yeah, I could be using my Moab Assassin ability too, but actually to do that I have to point my mouse away from the entrance, which can be really bad. Oh, shoot. Okay, that was around 54. Yeah, about 8 of these ought to do it. Okay, the other thing I probably should have gotten earlier is this. So with this back here, I probably don't have to worry about swiveling my laser cannon back anymore. So it might have been good to actually get that prior to all these Moab Maulers. Alright, so let's just add that in. I also don't have much camo detection, except for the laser cannon, of course. I just got the depleted plutonium thing. That's just so this can pop all these camo LEDs on round 59. It's a cheaper alternative than buying radar scanner, which I don't even really need this game. So, whatever. Uh-oh, this isn't good. Alright, so BFBs are a bit of a problem for this strategy, as you can see. So that's why we have these sort of 8 Moabs Maulers up front to kind of maul those. And then, I think I want this now. I'll need that for round 63 for sure. Yeah, so the tricky part about this strategy is I'm really not giving myself very much space to destroy Moabs. Well, yeah, just because the map, doesn't really allow for it. I think it'd be interesting to see a strategy that actually does allow the Moabs to, you know, reach this back part of the track. Not sure how that would work, really, but whatever. Mostly what I like to show you in these videos is stuff that's pretty cost efficient. So not that, in other words. I think just to be safe, I'm going to assassinate both of the BFBs. Alright, so I think I want this Glaive Lord next. Turns out just one laser cannon isn't quite enough for round 70, the round with all those rainbow camos. The laser gun in this Monkey Ace might barely do it, but I just, I want to be safe. So I'll get this, which is really good anyway. He's kind of hiding behind the village. Nobody suspected him. The other thing that's kind of tough on this for this strategy is round 78, because even if I were to get radar scanner up front, it wouldn't be enough. So I'm actually just going to go all out and see if I can afford a Spectre by then. I think I should be okay, as long as I don't buy anything else. So I can handle a BFB now if there's not really anything else on the screen at the same time. I could be assassinating those, of course, but why bother? They better assassinate that one, though. Let's just check how much that costs. Yeah, 17,495. So we're almost there, really. Okay, not quite, but I should be able to upgrade it mid-round and still be fine. I hope. Round 77 is a really tricky one. I don't think I can handle it without the Spectre. Okay, good. Alright, so now we we should be fine for pretty much the rest of the game. I'll just make sure I get enough. I'll get a couple more Glaive Lords, actually. So yeah, Spectre can solo round 78 on just about every map. So there's no need to worry about that. Actually, this might be one of the few maps where you would need a laser cannon on top of it. Just because, well, and like a Glaive Lord too. Just because, if the ceramic camos reach this point, then they start spreading out and everything just goes bad from there. So you really need to get them fast. I don't know if you even saw it right there, but that was it. Alright, get one more of these. So it's basically these Moab Maulers are aiming at BFBs now, and then these Glaive Lords can take out Moabs. And then the Spectre can take out everything else, so it's a nice sort of tiered system, really. Actually, thinking in tiers is usually a good idea in this game. Like up front, you want things that have like a faster firing rate, but maybe less pierce against Moabs and stuff. Whereas further back, you want things that deal damage to a large number of targets, such as Glaive Lord, Spectre, even things like lightning further back, that kind of stuff. Of course, it depends what phase of the game you're in. Like, for example, triple dart throwers in the early game, they're sort of like a cleanup. Well, they basically do everything early on, but maybe in the middle of the game they're more like a cleanup and camo detection. But towards the later on, though, they can actually still be useful if you aim them at Moabs. So anyway, Not sure if I have a point in all this rambling, but... Oh yeah, thinking in tiers, that's what we were trying to get at. I'll get one more of these. This round shouldn't be a problem with 4 glaive lords. That's like a lot. Alright, so just make sure we have enough assassins for this round. And there we go. Alright, done. Yeah. Free play, I'd actually... I could even basically keep beating down Infinity BFBs right now. But I'm still going to lose when a bunch of OMGs show up. So that's that. Alright, see ya.